Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So waited a little bit before I put this video out, but it's something that hits really close to my heart, something that hits home to me. As far as depending on the government, any government, but especially right now with what's going on in the United States, really want to talk about this. I learned at an early age that government's not going to come and save you. I think I was 11 years old. Hurricane Elena was 11 years old in Tampa, Florida. And this storm sat off the coast of Tampa, Florida in the Gulf of Mexico for it seemed like 48 hours, just pummeling the coast. And we lived almost right on the water. And I'm a single child. My mother raised me. Watching the devastation and the flooding that happened to our neighborhood, to the houses, to our house, watching my mom cry, as an 11-year-old, feeling helpless, knowing that there's nothing that you can do to help your mom. And, if you remember being young, especially for an only child, something happens to your mom, and you just want to take the world by the horns and just kick its butt because it's hurting, the only thing that you know. And I learned at a very young age that nobody was coming to save us. My mom, she cried for weeks. We lost a lot. A lot of people lost a lot. But watching that really set the tone for the decisions that I've made in my life and how I've always tried to be self-sufficient. Before we get fully into this video, I want you guys to watch these two clips real quick. So go ahead and let's watch these clips and then we'll get back to the video.
Supervisors okay $20 million from FEMA for Migrant Welcome Center. Biden announces $8 billion in military aid for Ukraine. Feds say there's no money left to respond to hurricanes after FEMA spent $640 million on migrants. Those of you that are getting ready to vote for another 4 years of this, can you please wake up? Can you please wake up? We are the current federal government's employers. We are their employers. And they should be fired for the way that they are currently treating tax-paying U.S. citizens that have been affected by Hurricane Helene. Our dollars that we put into the system, we fund all of these politicians, should be coming back to us, not to Ukraine, not to illegal immigrants making a welcoming center for them. If this doesn't wake you up, if this isn't your last straw, you need to get your head checked.
So as you can see, Walmart's really helping out. And you can also see in this other clip that FEMA is out of money. FEMA spent all your money. And this is what I mean by the government's not coming to help. I'm gonna tell you something. I know somebody personally that used to work for FEMA. And, it's something hard to hear. Nobody wants to hear it. You spend less money in a recovery than you do a rescue. And at the end of the day, everything is about money, man. A big thing too is You know, everybody wants Big Brother to step up. Everybody thinks that the government, FEMA, all these agencies are going to rush in and help when there's a huge disaster. And from, let me see here, Andrew, Ian, Irma, Harvey, Charlie, Michael. These are just some of the devastating, catastrophic hurricanes to hit the U.S. that I was either affected by or I know somebody was affected by. And in each case, it's the same thing that you're seeing in the Carolinas right now. You know, the Carolinas have never seen what they're seeing right now. So until it happens to you, you really don't understand, you really don't get the grasp, and you really don't see the full picture that until a disaster of this magnitude happens to you, until you lose everything, and it seems like the whole world is just gone. Your world is completely gone. Until you get to that point and it happens to you, you don't understand that the government is not coming in. All this money in taxes that you spent, they don't have any more money for you. It got spent on something else. And then even when they do want to come in, what are they going to give you? $750? When Irma came up last time through Florida and we had to evacuate, it knocked power out at our place. We had just went grocery shopping. We spent like $600 on groceries back then because we used to buy enough at Sam's and BJ's to last us a month. We went grocery shopping one time a month. And we lost all that food. We got like $160 check from FEMA back then. Man, we just kind of hung our heads and laughed. It's, you know, sometimes if you don't laugh, you'll cry. Yeah, so, you know, sometimes if you can't laugh about the situation, you'll just cry. You just bawl and be a mess, man. And I really feel for what everybody in the Carolina, actually the whole Southeast is going through, man. You know, you guys are getting a real big eye-opener right now of what's been going on for decades. I mean, this is nothing new. You hear it, like I said, you'll hear about it when it doesn't happen to you, but when it happens to you, you see firsthand just how much FEMA is not coming in. They'll come in afterwards. Like I said, remember what I said, spend less money in a recovery than a rescue. It's sad, but I think millions of people just became awake, which is a really good thing that you're coming awake and you're seeing what's going on, man. When you decide to cast your vote, you're voting these people into office, this is what you need to keep in mind. You need to keep in mind what happened to you when certain people were in office. Because I know for me, as a young child growing up, I'll never forget what happened to me. I'll never forget feeling helpless, and it was the end of the world, and there was nobody there that cared and was going to help us. And what's going on right now reminds me of right after 9/11. For those of you that remember, right after 9/11, man, there was this energy that went through the U.S. It didn't matter. It wasn't about race. It wasn't about anything. There was just this energy that went through the U.S. and everybody stood as one. It didn't matter if you were Republican or Democrat. Everybody just stood together, arm in arm, and everybody helped each other. Everybody put down their differences and just made it work. And that is awesome. So, you know, everybody put down their differences and focused on one thing. And I haven't felt that energy in the U.S. since then. That's another reason why I decided to leave, man. It's sad and disappointing what the U.S. has come. You know, no matter who wins in this election, the damage is already done. The country's so divided, there's no putting it back together. But I believe that for the people in the Southeast, this is another 9/11 for you. And I see all the footage of everybody coming together. And this is what I mean by government is not going to come save you. The people that are coming to help you and save you right now are your neighbors, your family, your friends, the churches, volunteer groups, canines, out-of-state volunteers. There was so many people that are coming to the Southeast and the Carolinas right now to help that have nothing to do with the government. And that's what I learned at a young age. The only people that are going to help you in a natural disaster are the ones that are standing right next to you. It's never going to be government. It's going to be the ones standing right next to you and the ones that are standing right next to them. I tell you what, it gives me hope again, watching everybody put down their differences in the Carolinas. It's not about race right now. It's not about creed. It's not about political party. It's about survival. It's about helping each other. And that's what all of you are doing up there right now. And it's great to see that. And I wish I was there to help you. I've already helped in the ways that I can. I wish I was there to physically help you, but there are so many people that are coming there to help you. And I know that it feels like it's the end of the world. It's not. This is just a new beginning. Don't give up when you feel frustrated and when you just you're looking at your house or your property or what used to be. Don't look at it like that. You know, how many times have you seen a field that you got to it and it was completely mowed, and within a week it looks completely different? Or when you first plant that fruit tree, it doesn't look like much, but give it a year and it looks like something. It's going to take a long time to clean up areas in the Southeast, especially the Carolinas. It's going to take a long time, and I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that it's not. It's going to take a long time. But if you stick together, you're going to get through it, and it's going to come back bigger and nicer than it ever was. And you guys are going to you think that your communities up there are strong right now? Wait till you guys get finished going through this. Give it some time. When you're leaning on each other and looking back, when you can look back and smile about a situation, or, you know, just have a little bit of grin, and it's just not the horrible memories, those times are going to come. And when they do, it's going to be beautiful for you guys. So don't give up. I want to leave you guys with this little clip. If you want to know who's coming to save you, because it's not the government, repeat, the government is not coming to save you. These people right here, these people, and this is just some, these are the people that are coming to save you, that are coming to help you, that are putting their life on the line to come rescue you, not recover you. These are the people that are coming to rescue you, not recover you. I hope you guys really got something from this video. I hope you guys are really waking up, who have never been through a disaster, and see what it is for what it is. Because the sooner that you wake up and see it for what it is, the sooner that you'll start making more preparations for your life. Stay blessed. Stay safe. We will recover. I'm sending my prayers. Thanks, guys.